ediyorum. İşleriniz nasıl? Hello, check, mic testing. Hello. Hello, check.
Hello.
Hello, mic testing.
Hello. Hello. Check. Hello.
Hello. Okay. Hello, mic testing 1 2 3.
Hello.
Hello, check. Hello. Hello, check. Testing 1 2 3. Hello, check. check.
Hello.
Hi everyone, we are really sorry. We were waiting for the guests who are here. They're just there. Welcome everyone.
We'd like to welcome our chief guest with a round of applause. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. A very good morning to everyone present here. We are excited to welcome you to the KLH GBS Orientation Day for the new batch of MBA students.
Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in the lives of our freshers. As we embark on the journey, we extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, faculty, parents, students, and media members.
Now, I would like to invite our esteemed guests onto the stage for the inauguration of the ceremony, Dr. Gajulapalli Radhakrishna Garu, Director Academics, KLH Global Business School.
I would like to invite our valued guest, Dr. M. Kishore Babu Garu, Dean, Management and Humanities Sciences, Dean, International Relations, Director of Digital Marketing, KL University.
I would like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Ram Jaladurgam, Founder Director, Minds and Dots Consulting. I would request Ms. Lekita to welcome sir with a bouquet of flowers.
I would like to invite our guest of the day, Mr. Ramesh Donipadu Garu, Director GHX. I would request Ms. Geeta to welcome sir with the bouquet of flowers.
Now, I would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Bharatwaj Konni, Senior Vice President and Business Retail Assets, Home Loans HDFC Bank Limited, Hyderabad West. I would request Mr. Deepak to welcome sir with the bouquet of flowers.
I would like to invite our special guest onto the stage for the inauguration ceremony, Dr. James Dean Coleman, Professor, Department of Brigham Young University, US. I would request Mr. Suresh to welcome sir with the bouquet of flowers.
We are honored to have you all today with us.
Purvaja, do you know the meaning of this sloka? Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayadvati patratam, patratvat dhanamapnoti dhanadharmam tatasukam.
This Sanskrit sloka translates to knowledge gives humility, from humility one attains character, from character one acquires wealth, and from wealth one does good deeds, and from that comes happiness. With this beautiful thought, as our guest light Diya, let us all invoke the blessings of God Ganesha with the beautiful KLH Vandanam sung by Mrs. Malvi. Now we will commence with the lighting of the lamp.
Vignaso matri patim sindhuraruna tanuschalim sukhavim bhakti mana kamalavim savam savam namah.
Mrs. Malti. That was the soulful redemption. Now, I would like the guest to take her seat. It's my privilege to invite Dr. Gajalpalli Radhakrishna Garu, the Director, Academics KLH Global Business School, who has been an inspiration to many through his dedication to academic excellence and leadership, to give a welcome note to parents and to our new family members, the freshers.
Namaskar. Good morning. Generally, we are good at lecturing in classroom. Coming to the audience, a different thing altogether. In the morning of this auspicious day, I think a very good day. We got a guest from industry people, Ramesh Garu and Ramu Garu and Bharadwaj Garu and Coleman when it comes to the overseas. So they expertise in a different area of business school as an international dimension to us. And we know the Professor Kishore Babu Garu, who is the Dean for the Humanities and other sciences, including MBA. He gives a lot of direction for us to move further. So good morning, dignitaries on the dais. And first I say I'll welcome the parents to this occasion, because my parents got the promises to make. They bought promises here, along with the children, along with the students. And particularly, this batch happens to be unique. Not for me in the sense the first batch, but it happens to be an auspicious day. Typically on Purnami, is full moonlight, exactly the indication of full knowledge, which we try to promise and try to get for the students we got here now. What are the promises who come from here? I want to tell few things about our institute. People know KLH GDS last 5 years. We are young here, young B school of 5 years child. But we put efforts to be innovative, because we got background of KL University for 40 years legacy across. It starts from Vijayawada, where exactly the visionaries are there. Koniru Satyanarayana Garu, or young dynamic leader, Avish Garu. They give different directions and independence to do work. Chala freedom is there. In the sense, I can do a lot of work. I can call people from industry, youth exposure. And you know, the industry people are too busy and try to give the wisdom what they are happening there. Because we are in the world of 24/7. But with my request, all people in here, and they want to give their thoughts on the typical things what happens in the career. We started a journey in a positive way today, because you know it's called Rocky Purnami. Rocky is a bond. I think the bond is related to in various ways. Here, the student, and here, the institute got a bond to go about. We're going to have a good journey to go about now. We committed to each other. We committed to the claims we make. We committed from you all work. And also, we fulfill together, I'm talking about students, the dreams of the parents, definitely. How I can assure that? Because I got good faculty team, very good faculty team, dedicated team. They do a lot of work. Small initiation, small searching, any small request they make you come early or late for the job, they're ready to take up. And I want to tell one message to the students. Students should take help from faculty. Most of the students don't take help from the faculty because the parents told them to help all other people. But one more thing is when you need some help, education-wise, personal-wise, all teachers are there to give help. So you should cultivate help from asking people of your friends, teachers, and other people. Any help is there, you should know how to take help. We all lack in various ways. We hesitate to take help. I think that is one of the living skill we're going to have. And apart from this, the whole purpose of today is next one week we're going to have an orientation program which is going to have not for subject-wise, otherwise it's going to have a general understanding of the world. Even the living skills of health-wise, how do you help? Something happened in the typical road. How do you help them? Like this, are you socially acceptable personality in total things? Everybody knows how to prepare bad. Everybody knows which job will have which package. But you should know how to take care of particularly the typical environment which we live in. Typically, the environment with traffic is there, travel across, people are falling just like that. How do you help them? It's a basic social antennas or social sensitiveness. I thought we're going to bring that change to the children so that they become a good citizen first. Obviously, they become the employability and support the parents in long term. Apart the process they get jobs and all that. So whole thing is we want to have a strong foundation of the values of taking care of the family. And to that everything can be achieved. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words.
Now, I would like to invite Ms. Vaishnavi to introduce our next distinguished guest, Mr. Ram Jaladurgam Garu.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you at our orientation at KLH Global Business School. Today, we have the honor of being joined by distinguished guest, Mr. Ram Jaladurgam. Mr. Jaladurgam is a highly respected professional with over 30 years of experience across various industries, including pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, marketing, and media. He is the founder director of Minds and Dots Consulting, where he focuses on leadership development and executive coaching. His work has earned numerous awards, including Asia's Training Development Excellence Award and recognition by the International Stress Management Association. Mr. Jaladurgam is not just a coach, but a visionary leader who has helped many professionals, including celebrities, business owners, to achieve their goals. He is known for his expertise in goal visualization and emotional intelligence, and his teachings on these topics have gone viral on platforms like YouTube. Today, we are fortunate to have him with us, and I'm sure his insights will inspire and guide us as we begin our academic journey. Now, without further ado, I invite Mr. Jaladurgam to share his invaluable insights with us. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Ram Jaladurgam.
Good morning, all of you. Can you all donate a smile, please? Wonderful. Happy to see you all. Happy morning. The only one thing which scares me all the time is my introduction. That's so lengthy, even I was not aware. Sorry. I was not even aware that my introduction is so lengthy and my profile is so lengthy. Good. Thank you so much. Thanks for that. Orientation is definitely a day where you remember all the time in life. Yep. So when I ask you to smile, I know you will all donate a smile for me, but not for you. This is a day that you should remember all the time. There was a train going on the track, very fast on the track. Suddenly it got derailed, and went into the fields. You know, the agriculture fields. People, those who are all in the train and they are all afraid, scared. They got down. Fortunately, there were no casualties at all. They got down and wanted to see the driver. Who is the driver? Who wanted to kill everyone. And that fellow stopped in the fields. Few people got down and said, do you know how many families are there in your train? How many trusted you? You wanted to kill all of us or what? How can you go to the fields? The train is supposed to be on the tracks. He said, sir, I want to drive this train on the track only, but one fellow was standing like this, in between the tracks. So he was standing in between. One person standing to escape from him. You want to kill us? You should run over him. Sir, I want to run over him only, but that fellow ran to the fields. So I turned towards that. Many a time, why I am saying this is that students many times they have certain goal, but in between people get derailed and go somewhere else, they don't know they forget it. Prayer goal is not to go to the field, run onto the track. There are a lot of distractions will be there for you, particularly in your graduation, and distractions will make you set that as a goal, and your goal you forget beginning what you set. And most students, they do not have a goal. I am surprised when they meet me for coaching. I understand 90% of students, they do not have clarity on their goal, what they want to become. Because there are peer pressure is there. There's a lot of people, those who pressure in social, in your family, and you don't know what to set and what's your potential. This is very important. I want all of you to understand. A village, a person walking by a village, there was a small construction going on. Person was actually walking. And somebody asked him, what are you doing? He said that I am actually working. It's my daily work. I'm working with the bricks and cement. I'm constructing something. He asked the second person who is working there, and he answered saying that I'm constructing a wall. He asked the third guy, what are you doing? Because everybody is doing the same thing. The third guy said that we are going to construct a temple where it's going to be 2 acres area temple, and this temple is going to be the biggest temple in this area. And after 10 years of the completion of the construction of the temple, the only third guy could claim that we have constructed a temple, but all other guys are saying, still they are saying, I construct walls. I work with the bricks and cement. When you do not have a goal, what you are doing, why you are doing, you always keep saying that I am studying, I am still trying. So these are the things that we need to understand. The biggest challenge that I found with the students is that the distraction of the digital distraction, the mobile distraction. I understand that mobile phone is really used to you to grow in your life, to understand this, how you have to learn, continuous learning. If you can continue learning with mobile phone, but mobile phone should not be a biggest distraction. I'll tell you what happens. There is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Dopamine is one which in fact gives you motivation and happiness. Whenever people achieve anything, people get the happiness. Whenever you get this happiness, the dopamine is produced in the brain. People crave for the dopamine. And the dopamine, whenever you achieve, you work hard, you achieve, you get that dopamine. That is organic dopamine. But people try to get artificial dopamine. Artificial dopamine you get when you are engaged in some other activity like mobile phone. And people crave for that because immediately you get a dopamine. Otherwise, you get a goal, set a goal, and you achieve this after 1 year, 2 years, then you will get organic dopamine. People do not want to wait for that, and people want immediate dopamine, and they try for that. And slowly, first year people study very well. After that, they see the competition. There is a peer pressure. they lose self-confidence. Immediately the cortisol will produce. Cortisol is the stress hormone. Immediately people get stress. When you get that stress hormone, you want to run away from that. You want to balance the stress hormone. You want more dopamine, and you will lean towards your addictions. The addictions are nothing but a digital addiction that can be anything. Distractions from your studies. And your brain will get confused to balance both the neurotransmitters, both these chemicals. And you will get immediate dopamine with the distractions, and it is very difficult to manage your cortisol. And every time you keep balancing, and you try to run away from cortisol, so you get immediate dopamine for your digital distraction. Digital distractions are now the lot of terminology have come. And when people you go for a treatment, people are suggesting the digital detox. Digital detox is that you will have to be away from the mobile phone. And they also found when you are away from mobile phone or your mobile phone is discharged, people are getting the same stress as if you lost the person in your family. And when they measure, your stress levels are the same when you lose your mobile phone or you're missing your mobile phone somewhere, and your mobile phone is discharged, and your stress levels are the same when you lose somebody in the family. So these are all important because all the 10 cases I get out of 10, 8 cases from students, particularly very premier management colleges and IITs and all students, when I'm coaching them, I found this is the biggest challenge. After that, what they do is that they lose track of their studies. I'm telling you, set the goal. Do you know when you set the goal, miracles happen in your life. You visualize it, you set your goal, see that you have achieved your goal. The surprising things happen. I wanted to share the surprising thing which happened in my life. Can you expect that someone you met 50 years ago, next to you, sitting next to you, again after 50 years, same person will sit next to you, but there is a 50 years gap? And the person who is sitting next to me is my classmate. And from first standard to the 10th class. He was my benchmate, first standard, 6th. Year 6, we met. After that, till 10th class, we were the classmates. And we are meeting again after so many years now. And we are sitting next to each other. I really cherish these moments. I'm really enjoying this. He was in US, he was grown person, very intelligent. In fact, you will listen to him also. He was always considered a very intelligent student. So we are the people, those who did not have any goal and finally became a speaker. To share all my experiences. The second I was sharing about the emotional intelligence. The emotions are very important for the youth. Particularly for the management students, I'm saying that you cannot say to no to any skills that you develop. Nowadays people are missing these skills. You ask people to come and speak to the crowd, and they have a stage fright. We will have to give training on presentation skills. You should know how to address the crowd. You should know how to meet the stranger, how to introduce yourself. How do you connect with the people? How do you network with the people? Your network is your net worth. So being a business management students, you need to be very proactive and innovative. The more innovative you are, I'm telling you, you are going to set your own personal brand. You are very lucky. I'm telling you, those days we didn't have these kind of sessions that somebody industry experts come and speak and can share their experiences to you. So we are very lucky. You can listen to them and you can ask them questions and you can share their experiences. See that whatever the mistakes that we have and you can learn those mistakes to avoid them. And business management. When I say that all the management that we have learned in the field, not college. What is that people do not learn is that some life skills are rather Krishna was saying. So you were just sharing a lot of things, but how he has planned to share the life skills now, develop the life skills in the batch. I'm saying that's very funny incident when I was talking to the parents. The guy is IIT student. He has finished his IIT. In fact, between the studies, he came home and they asked to bring some eggs. He went there. They asked to get the milk. He said 1 liter milk. Got the 1 liter milk. And he asked 1 liter eggs. He doesn't know how you measure eggs. He was surprised the fact saying. That's how the lives that people have, what socials they have. These kind of social skills, problem solving skills, stress management skills, networking skills you need to learn, otherwise you can't manage life situations. And particularly on management, you know why management is everywhere in this world, in any industry, resources are very less. Resources are everywhere there is either it's financial resources or the physical resources, functional resources, anything that you use. Why management? Management student will come and help organizations how to manage this less resources with maximum productivity. During entire COVID time, all the functions have been stopped, but not management functions, because only management students can help, or management graduates can help organizations to sustain even those difficult times. So that's the role that you have. So I wish everyone to have to set a goal, the goal that you definitely imagine and don't worry that probably when you see the near future you may not see it. For example, if you want to go to Mumbai, you sit in a car, switch on the lights, you can't see Mumbai. You can see only a 10 feet distance. But after that, you'll have to move there. And again you can see the distance. You move forward. You need to have people say always three Shaktis you have. You should have. One is Ichha Shakti. You need to know how to set a goal and have a wish also. If you don't have a wish, if your parents or your faculty is forcing you to have a wish, and then imagine what you want to become, there's no use. Not only Ichha Shakti, after that you need to have Kriya Shakti also. So you need to implement. You need to get to the action. Without action, you can't just have imagination in the air and expect things to happen. That's why we here. Use these occasions. These are the days that people remember very well. And this is the day beginning. That this is the right time for you to visualize what you want to become. Shraddha labhate jnanam. So who gets the knowledge is that who has got Shraddha and who has got concentration, studies and the future vision. I hope that you are all visionaries, and I hope there are a lot of CEOs are here, CFOs are here. They are going to be the maybe entrepreneurs here, all are here, and imagine latent talent is there. Touch that upon and bring that out. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ram Jaljalam Garu, for sharing great experience with us and for your valuable insights with us.
Now, I would like to invite Lahari to introduce our next guest of the day, Mr. Ramesh Donipodu Garu, Director GHX.
To invite our esteemed guest of the day, Mr. Ramesh Donipodu, who joined us today at KLH Global Business School. Mr. Donipodu is a distinguished leader with 3 decades of experience in building and scaling large enterprise systems. He is renowned for his high-performance engineering firm and has a track record in establishing and expanding global capability center. His work has been instrumental in overseeing the transition of major software systems bringing to India and bringing tremendous value to every organization he has been a part of. With a rich blend of experience from both US and India, Mr. Donipodu currently serves as an engineering director at GHX, a leading provider of supply chain solutions for healthcare industry. Prior to his current role, he also holds a key position at Oracle, Harley Fidelity National Financial, where his leadership in global IT management, cloud engineering, and cultivating a high professional culture has been widely recognized. In addition to his professional achievement, Mr. Donipadu holds an MTech from IIT Delhi, ME from PSG College of Technology, solidifying his foundation as an expert in his field. We are truly privileged to have Mr. Donipadu with us today. His vast experience and insight are sure to inspire us as we are embarking in our professional journey. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Ramesh Donipadu, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished faculty members, esteemed students, parents, and everyone who gathered today. I always find meeting young crowd like this very exciting and energizing. And it's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you as you embark on a transformation phase of your professional journey. Congratulations to all of you for securing admission in such a prestigious institution. I am thrilled to welcome you to an environment where your potential will be realized and expanded. As you step into this new chapter of your career, I want to share a few reflections, and I hope that will guide and inspire you throughout your MBA journey and beyond. So number one, embrace the complexity of the business world. As an MBA, it is not just about learning the business basics. It's about understanding and navigating the complexities of the global marketplace. Embrace the multifaceted nature of the business world. Approach each course, case study, discussion with an open mind, recognizing that the challenges that you face are opportunities to learn and expand. Besides, this quality enhances your employability and career advancement prospects. So number one is embrace the complexity of the business world. Number two, I think both our previous speakers spoke about this, build and leverage network. Studies have shown that the people with identical IQ skills, education background, or work experiences, the most productive or the most successful one are the people who have better colleagues, better network of friends or supporters. So when they are stuck with critical problems, the people with critical networks, they will be able to find solution or the important information to get them out of the problem. So these people can tap into their network when they are stuck. And it is the networked people who get to learn the newer opportunities across the organization. So one of the valuable aspects of your MBA journey is an opportunity to build a diverse and influential network. Connect with your peers, your seniors, your alumni and industry leaders. Your network is not just about the contacts in your phone. It's a resource of mentorship, collaboration, and a career advancement. Engage actively and cultivate relationships that will support and inspire you throughout your career. The third item I would like to bring up is acquiring critical thinking skills. So critical thinking is a systematic and a careful evaluation of information for arriving at better decisions. As a student and later in your profession, you'll be working with a diverse set of problems. So my advice is, the moment you are given a problem, don't just jump into solving it. So what is required is, we need to study a given problem, the breadth, depth, and context. This is called finding the surface area of the problem. So you would like to first find out what is the depth of the problem, breadth of the problem, and context of the problem. The solutions of the same problem can differ from context to context. So I'd like to share a couple of examples from the industry, how big organizations failed miserably as they lacked assessing the emerging changes critically. The number one is Nokia. People of this generation may not know, but about 20 years ago, Nokia was the largest mobile phone manufacturer. Nokia's management failed to critically assess the shift in consumer preferences toward the smartphones. While the competitors like Samsung and Apple, they adapted to the use of smartphones and app-based ecosystem. Nokia continued to focus heavily on feature phones and its Symbian operating system, which became outdated compared to Android and iOS. Nokia's inability to innovate and adapt to the smartphone revolution led to a significant loss of market value for. The second example I would like to quote is from the airline industry. There used to be a private airline called Kingfisher. Some of you may still remember. So they offered premium services to Indian flyers in about 2000s. But in its quest to expand aggressively, it failed to keep track of the basics. It faced operational and financial challenges, including issues with cash flow, maintenance, and service delivery. The management failed to critically evaluate and address these issues comprehensively, focusing instead on high-profile marketing without solidifying its financial and operational foundations. So these are the two examples which demonstrate the lack of critical thinking can bring down big businesses. If you don't want your solution to be short-lived, you must apply your critical thinking skills. And the last item that I would like to focus on is problem-solving skills. I think Ram also talked about this. This is a critical skill as you prepare to handle complex business challenges, make strategic business decisions, and lead organizations successfully. Your course may teach you different techniques and frameworks to solve complex problems, but I'd like to share one such technique. There are 4 ways any problem can be solved. They're called absolve, resolve, solve, and dissolve. Absolve is doing nothing. If there is a problem, you just ignore it, hoping or wishing the problem will go away. Resolve is just treating the symptom. Find out what's bothering and do the minimal thing, or just copy what was done to solve a similar problem in the past by somebody else. Solve is going to the root of the problem, finding out what caused this problem and what can be done so that it won't happen in future as well. The interesting part is called a dissolve. In dissolve, you redesign a system in a way the problem vanishes or it is no longer relevant. So I'd like to illustrate this with one example. Let's assume that we have a board or university that is sharing the transcripts at the end of the course. The students and the parents are complaining that the quality of these transcripts is very poor. Either the printing is not good or it's getting torn at the edges or something. So if this is the problem you need to solve using these 4 techniques, absolve means do nothing. You just ignore. Resolve means you just change the vendor who is printing it. You don't even go into the root of the problem, what exactly the students are complaining. Solve means you ask more questions. How are the students storing these transcripts? Are they folding it? Or is the exposure to excessive heat and light when they are photocopying, is it creating a problem? Or should we give a laminated sheet or something like that? That's actually solving the problem. But the dissolving is, you ask the question, why do you even care to share a printed document? Just share an electronic copy and let them deal with it. So among all this, 4th is the smartest way of solving the problem. This is also called asking what exactly we are trying to do with the problem. Is it the problem that we need to be solving? So These are the four areas that I wanted to reflect you as you start your professional journey today. Finally, I'd like to assure you that you are part of a vibrant and supportive community committed to your growth and success. Take full advantage of all the resources and opportunities available to you and approach each challenge with curiosity and determination. Congratulations once again on your admission. The road ahead is filled with possibilities, and I have every confidence that you will excel and make a significant impact. I wish each one of you a success in your MBA program and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words.
Now, I would like to invite Ms. Vaishnavi to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. Bharatwaj Kornigaru, Senior Vice President, Business Resale Assets, Home Loans, HDFC Bank Limited, Hyderabad West.
Mr. Bharadwaj is a management graduate from College of Business Management, Osmania University. He has been with HDFC for more than 3 decades in various roles. Mr. Bharadwaj began his career as a management trainee in HDFC Limited in 1992, pioneering housing finance company and the parent organization of HDFC Group. Finally, initially into marketing of fixed deposits, he later moved into credit and operations roles in home loans, followed by a stint in marketing. He then moved to head HDFC's Middle East operations in Dubai in 2001. On his return to India after his overseas tenure, he was involved in the business development role, focusing on channel management and developer relations, followed by a brief stint in operations and credit functions. In 2012, he moved to a new role in policy implementation and process monitoring function of HDFC Limited, with a jurisdiction covering Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. During the ensuing decade in this role, he also spearheaded the L&D initiative in Telangana. In 2022, post the announcement of the mega merger between HDFC Limited and HDFC Bank Limited, he moved back into a business role in currently Senior Vice President and Business Head in the Home Loans vertical of HDFC Bank for Hyderabad West. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bharadwaj to share his invaluable insights.
Respected members of the dais, respected faculty members, parents, and my dear students. Good morning to all of you. For me, it feels very nice to be back at KLH GBS to address and spend some time with you. As you begin your journey at KLH for your MBA, I am sure that all of you must be eagerly waiting the commencement of classes and all the learning that's going to take place in the next couple of years. You've heard my fellow speakers, a couple of things run common. Almost all of us have 3 decades plus of experience, but there is something else which I wanted to share. That is, each one of them spoke about networking, and you have a live example of networking right here. Radha Krishna has been instrumental in bringing all of us together, and the networking power is that all of us were classmates at some time. He talked about classmates being 40 years ago. Radha and I were classmates 30 years ago when we did our MBA. So when we talk about networking, it all starts from your classmates. The simplest mantra for networking is just stay in touch with classmates. You have come here after what? 12, 13 years of education. the simplest thing for you to do is be in touch with all your classmates right from nursery, KG, grade 1. The objective should be not because you want something from them. The objective is that just be in touch so that at some point of time, should you require any kind of assistance, it could be anything, a professional help or a personal help, you can reach out to them. Imagine if you're not in touch with them and out of the blue you reach out to them. It may not have the same effect. So you'll also be surprised how some of your classmates have grown. You might be wondering, this guy or this girl, I never expected them to be here. So it's also the joy of discovering where your classmates are. So that is one of the first things that you, as I was saying, a living example here, and kudos to Radhakrishna for reaching out to his network. And the other thing you would have noticed, and you will notice, is that my fellow speakers have had varied experience. They worked in different organizations, and that is one kind of experience. You take me, for the last 3 decades plus, I've been with one organization. That in itself is a different experience. You will have people advocating one is good, the other is good, or the other is good, the other is not good. It's all, each kind of a career path has its own advantages and disadvantages. What I would expect or what I would advise students to do is take in all the advice, take in all the experiences, and then take a decision. That should be an informed decision. Whenever you take a decision, it should be an informed decision with your eyes open and not with your eyes closed. So as I said, I am from the banking sector, more specifically from home loans, retail assets. So what I propose to do in the time allotted to me, 10 to 15 minutes, is try and crystallize my 3 decades of experience into some sharing of what I have learned and what I've crystallized. In the field of home loans, real estate is what we deal with. When I provide somebody a home loan, it is for them to buy a property. After nearly 4 decades of existence, everybody knows that HDFC gives home loans. But what they come to us is for advice, saying that, I wish to buy a property here, do you think it's a good decision? I want to, invest here, do you think the property prices will appreciate? One of the critical things or one of the key questions they ask is this developer who's developing this project, is he a good developer? Do you think, what is your opinion? And one of the things that we learned over a period of time is that anybody who starts a project, a gated community or whatever it is, the key factor or parameter is timely completion of the project. If he says that he is going to complete the project in 2 years or 3 years, did he complete the project in 3 years or did he take 5 years to complete? So taking a cue of that, what I intend doing is try and share my experiences, taking about just enough time to cover what I want to say, long enough to cover what I want to say, and short enough to sustain your interest. So I'll start off with one key area where you need to, it's actually taking forward of what Radha had said in his talk, saying that when in doubt, you need to reach out to your faculty. You should always do that. And the way you go about it, asking the right question and asking the question right. I will repeat this. Asking the right question is what you all heard. But there is also another aspect to it called asking the right question right. The way you ask the question. If you are able to master this, believe you will get all the right answers. It's always a question of, if you go off tangent, you will not get answers. The answers are there. Maybe in the books that you study or in the faculty from whom you're learning, or even from your seniors who have already done 1 year and they have that much of experience. Second, if opportunity does not knock, you build a door. I repeat, if opportunity does not knock, you build a door. The one that you heard always is that when opportunity knocks, you open the door. But But sometimes just because the door is not there, the opportunity is knocking and you have not heard. So when you build the door, there is an opportunity for opportunity to knock. You hear that sound and then you. And when opportunity knocks, you open the door arms. We have all heard about the importance of communication. One is the verbal communication. The key, my experience has shown that with the advent of mobile phones and your ability, type shorthand or SMS codes and stuff, there has been a distinct challenge as far as written communication is concerned, and that is something which you as students need to dwell on. Yes, I know that when you, the point is, in school you would have learned about pressy writing and essay writing. You need to hone those skills because written skills is something which is sorely lacking. And in my experience at least, I would like to say that communication, please focus on verbal as well as written communication. The other thing is, develop your ability to communicate in English. That is, your ability to speak in English for a considerable length of time without fumbling. Now, I am not advocating that regional languages are not to be utilized, but what I am essentially trying to say is, you should have the ability to know when to use what. Please develop the skills. You want to talk in Hyderabadi Hindi or in Telugu or in Telangana Telugu, whatever it is. Nobody is stopping you from it, but you should know when to use it and when not to use it. Please develop that ability. The other thing is, and again, basis my experience, and I'm sure everyone would agree, have patience. It's not that everything will happen overnight. I'm sure you realize that too. And don't get worked up. In fact, in the morning we were all discussing about, what Radhakrishna and his team are planning for you in the first week of orientation, the living skills, what he was talking about. He was talking about road rage, how to control it, and a lot of other things, which I don't want to get into because I think you'll learn it in the. But what I'm again coming back to is patience. Yes, I know that nowadays it's an age of instant gratification where you want everything instantly. But there is also a need for patience. Give it some time, and then I'm sure you'll slowly get it. The other thing is, I was talking to you about decision making. Take all inputs from everybody, anything that you do. Take all inputs, gather all information compared to when we were studying, you have the world in your palm. The click of a button, you will get the entire information that you want. It's just how you ask. But when you take the decision, know that it should be an informed decision and not an uninformed decision or an ill-informed decision. And once you take the decision, don't regret it. Like you all taking the decision to join KLH, don't regret it. Right? So, the other thing which I don't know how students will react, but you must read books. I know that information comes to you in shots, capsules, bite-sized information, but make it a habit to read newspapers. In fact, by the time I leave for office, the newspaper doesn't come, so I make it a point at the end of the day or the next day, I spend some time not skimming through the headlines, but also spending some time in reading editorials, opinions, and also the weekly roundup in some newspapers. The idea here is that when we talk about networking, and somebody said, outside of your comfort circle, which is your family and friends, if you were to network with somebody who's probably you feel useful for you in advancement of your career, you should have the ability to talk. For instance, these from GHX, I need to know something about GHX. So let me share a little insight. I also prepared for this session. So when I came to know that Ram is there and Ramesh is there, I Googled, I searched out on LinkedIn what's their profile, and incidentally I discovered that we have common friends, which I will tell them who the common friends are. So it's just that you need to prepare. So reading will help you. Why does it help you? it gives you ideas. Suppose you meet somebody, and if you're tongue-tied, or that person is talking to you about a particular topic, it could be anything, from the Russia-Ukraine war to what is happening in the United States, to whatever it is. Are you able to contribute to the conversation, or are you this topic? How do you come across? That will make a lot of difference. When you read, it is not for a particular instance of interaction that you're going to read. You're going to read for your own knowledge. So that should a situation arise, you're ready with some contribution. I also spoke about choices. I wanted to share something I was sharing with them. 30 years back when we did our MBA, it was my university, 89 to 91. I'm sure a lot of you were not born at that time. But, I was very keen on doing HR. I'm a people's son. But the college then said, no HR, sorry, you are only marketing and finance. And they said that if you are able to convince 7 of your classmates to get interested in HR, you will start the course. So I asked around, HR? No. It's only marketing and finance. I chose marketing because I considered it the lesser of two evils because I absolutely hated finance. I'm a BSc electronics student. I ended up finishing my course. The irony of life is I ended up in a finance company, doing a marketing job, dealing with people. So my point, what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, a goal was spoken about. Try and have a goal. But my experience, I will say that even if you're not determined or finalized the goal, don't feel bad about it. Goal. Goals will come. The other thing is, you must also be prepared for the goalposts to change. You might think that this is my goal, but somewhere down the line things have changed. The goalposts might shift, or you might decide on a different goal. As you go along, you can adapt to yourself. Adaptability is the key point here. In fact, we have another classmate also who did MBA finance. First job he got into was sales. He had an entire career in sales. Now he is ended up as head of HR in some company. So you might start off wanting to do something. In fact, I wanted to be in the government sector like my father. I wanted to become a bureaucrat, write my life. I ended up in the private sector. Now I am very happy that I am in the private sector because I know I wouldn't have survived in the government sector. So as you go along, you need to be a little adaptable. Last but not least, make use of all the resources. As was said earlier, I would also reiterate the same thing. Find out what exactly KLH GBS has to offer you in terms of the faculty, in terms of the experience, in fact, in terms of interactions like this, where you see on day one itself, they've arranged for an industry student kind of interaction where each one of us has our own varied experiences, varied learnings. We have attempted to share some bit of it to you. And all the very best to you. I'm sure you will do well. I'll just leave with one small thing which I came across last week when I was reading some article. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bharatwaj Garu, for enlightening us by sharing your great experience with us.
Moving forward, now I would like to invite Ms. Kavya to introduce our next guest.
Good morning, everyone. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. James D. Coleman to KLH GBS for today's orientation. With over 20 years of outstanding experience, Dr. Coleman has made significant contributions to both federal government and commercial industry clients. He is a recognized expert in strategic planning, program management, technology integration, and business continuity. As a co-founder of DK Connectors LLC, Dr. Coleman has played a pivotal role in leadership mentoring and strategic business development and project management, earning him widespread respect as a leader and mentor. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Dr. Coleman is a full professor at at Brigham Young University, where he teaches business management, leadership, and entrepreneurship. His dedication to education and mentorship has inspired countless students, helping them develop the same leadership qualities that have marked his own successful career. We are privileged to have Dr. Coleman with us today, and now I invite him to share his experiences with us.
What an exciting day. What a great opportunity it is for me to be here with these distinguished guests. I've learned from each of their remarks, and I am sure that you have as well. And students, if you aren't taking notes right now, you're missing an opportunity. So be taking mental notes of the great insights that each of them have shared with you today. While it is an exciting day, it can also be an exhausting day, a very tiring day, and it's hard to remember everything that you're being told all at once. So I'd like to invite you maybe to do something unconventional for just a moment and invite you to stand up and stretch and shake your legs and feel good for just a second. You're welcome. They're waiting for that. There you go. There you go. I know I've been there before. So okay. All right. Feel free to sit down and feel refreshed. I'd like to share with you some thoughts that I've had when I learned that I would have the opportunity to speak with you. I had initially some thoughts immediately of what I might share with you. And then later in the night, last night, I had a completely different change of direction of where I thought I would go with my comments. So I hope that this might be of benefit to you. I'd like to begin with a well-known Christian saying, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel or under a bowl, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. So let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works." There's a similar principle found, I hope that I get this correct, a similar principle found in Hindu. I won't attempt to say it in Hindi, but I'll give you the translation. Lead me from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. This well-known verse speaks to the journey of moving from ignorance to wisdom and from darkness to light, symbolizing enlightenment and the role one can play in sharing that light with others. Also, in Islam, there is an expression, "Let there be arising from you a nation inviting to all that is good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong, and those will be the successful." This verse calls upon Muslims to actively invite others to goodness and righteousness, embodying the role of moral and spiritual guides in their communities. I share these thoughts for two reasons. First, you're going to encounter significant religious diversity as well as other aspects of diversity in your careers. Recent studies show, even though maybe what you see on TV or in the media is that people's connection with personal spirituality is on the decline, which actually globally studies do not show is correct. I found that interesting, that a significant majority of people identify as being religious and as their spirituality is an important part of their life. And people don't leave those important parts of life at home when they leave for work. They bring all of who they are with them. And that is an important thing to keep in mind and to respect and embrace the strength that diversity can bring to your teams in the workplace. And it will bring to your cohort, to your group together as you study and learn from one another. I inquired from Dr. Google and from Dr. ChatGPT, which helped me to learn that approximately 20 to 30 different countries feature either an image of the sun, or rays of light, rays of the sun, or references to light on their flags, depending on how you interpret those symbols. These symbols often convey ideas of hope and freedom and enlightenment, as well as national identity. So the second reason why I'm sharing these introductory thoughts is to convey the message that each of you have the opportunity and responsibility to develop your light and to share that light. So what is that light, and how do you develop your light? You've been well taught today by those whom you've already heard from. So I'm not going to expand significantly on ways that you can develop that light. But I hope you caught these from their messages of the importance of reading, of developing written and verbal communication skills, of networking, of connecting with others, along with the development of the various areas of technical expertise or the hard skills that often you'll hear about, finance, marketing principles, technology, and so forth. But the other skills, the soft skills, you often hear them referred to. I prefer to call them power skills, because they are the skills that will breathe power into your career and will bring all of your hard skills to life and make them valuable. And you've heard similar variations on that theme mentioned from each of the other speakers. Have you noticed that? What an interesting thing. None of us collaborated beforehand on what we would say, and yet there have been some consistent themes in what all of us have said. That the thing that has made us successful and brought life and brought light and brought fulfillment into our career has been our relationships, our connections, and the ability to communicate and interact and solve problems together with people. And those are the things that will make your careers fulfilling. So that light is not going to come from the reflected light of your smartphone as it shines off of your face. It's going to come from within. And so I would think deeply about how will you develop that light within you, and what is that? What is your personal brand, as was mentioned before? Clayton Christensen was a renowned professor at the Harvard Business School. He often spoke about the potential of management as a profession to positively impact the lives of others. One of his most well-known statements on this topic comes from an essay and a speech. And there's a TED Talk about this. You can inquire also from Dr. Google. And you can find his TED Talk on YouTube. And it is entitled, "How Will You Measure Your Life?" And in that talk, he emphasizes that while there are important metrics in business, perhaps the return on invested capital, maybe measuring the impact of a marketing campaign, or evaluating the cost of goods sold of your product, all of these important metrics. But how will you measure your life? Stephen Covey, who wrote one of the most successful business books in history, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, often said that you won't find people on their deathbed who say, "Oh, if only I had spent more time at the office." They're going to say, "If only I had invested more time with my family, in relationships, in the things that matter most." And Clayton Christensen builds on that idea, emphasizing the profound influence that managers can have on the lives of their employees and the importance of using that influence responsibly. Here's a key quote from Professor Christensen. Quote, "Management is the most noble of professions if it is practiced well. No other occupation offers as many ways to help others learn and grow, take responsibility, and be recognized for achievement, and contribute to the success of a team." So in this statement, Christensen highlights the unique opportunity that managers have to shape the lives and careers of the people they work with, fostering growth, responsibility, teamwork. I love that aspect of considering a career in the many facets of business. That as a manager and as a leader, you have a unique opportunity to impact lives in ways that many other careers also can, but maybe not as fully if you embrace that and you do it well, and you do it with integrity, with light, with honesty, and with genuine caring for the people with whom you will interact. There is a responsibility of a business to make money. Is that not ultimately the obligation of a business to return value to its shareholders? But if that's the only statement you take away from what I say, then you will be taking away, leaving with the exact wrong message. Because it's not just about making money. But making money will become the happy consequence, the inevitable outcome of choosing a path of service to your fellow man, to your employees, to those you work with, to your customers, to your suppliers, and choosing a path of service, of kindness, of integrity will be the path that in the long run will lead to the greatest fulfillment and will lead to results, bottom line results for your business. So that isn't just a nice, "Oh, that sounds nice, you should be kind in your job." But it will actually result in bottom line impact to the financial benefit of your company and those that you are working with. So I'll leave you with something that I share with my students often, and that is that everything is business. And that might sound, maybe like a cynical point of view. But think about it. What industry is not business? But business is built on relationships. And relationships are built on connection. So when you strip away all of the other aspects, the many important complexities that you learn about in your program, don't forget that ultimately what it's going to come down to is a relationship between you and another person. Whether that person is your boss, a teammate, a customer, a vendor, whatever that relationship might be in the 360-degree stakeholder management that you will engage in, that is where the rubber meets the road. That's where things happen, one-on-one, in connection and relationship with people. And that builds businesses, and that builds careers, and that will bring fulfillment and light to your life. And it's my pleasure to leave those comments with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us and sharing the words of wisdom. Moving forward, I would like to introduce our next esteemed guest. It is an honor to welcome Dr. Kishore Babu Garu, Dean Management and Humanities Sciences, Dean International Relations, Director Digital Marketing, KL University. We kindly request Dr. Kishore Babu Garu to take the stage and share some insights with us.
పెద్దలందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ వెల్కమ్ టు KLH బిజినెస్. ఎస్టీమ్డ్ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ రాధాకృష్ణ గారు, రామ్ గారు, రమేష్ గారు, they spoke very well, especially Ram Garu. His opening is very sensible. With a client example, he won the hearts, and he is a man of emotions, it seems. And Ramesh Garu spoke very well about corporate examples and Kingfisher. When Ramesh Garu presented how his life has transformed, and again, world has been changing. Great. I don't know what you are expecting from this orientation program. ఏమర్థమైంది అనుకుంటున్నారు మీకు? మన కోల్మన్ గారు బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఇన్సైట్స్ ఇచ్చారు. He's from US and he's going to teach for the next 2 weeks to senior students. Few quick orientation. Basically, just give you overview of KL University and KLH GBS. KL University was established 44 years back. 1985లో యూనివర్సిటీ పెట్టారు. అప్పటి నుండి అంచెలంచెలుగా ఎదుగుతూ 3 రోజుల క్రితం మాకు నిరుప్ ర్యాంకింగ్లో 22 వచ్చిందండి. All over India, out of 7,500 colleges, institutions, and great universities, we stood for the second, where many IITs, many NITs, many IITs and IIMs are not placed in top 50. It's a matter of pride and again great achievement. And we wish to have at least next year, probably 18 or 19, that is our goal. We're trying hard. It is possible, provided all goes well. Generally, this happens because of the quality academics we practice and again the research we publish. On average, we publish around 30,000 papers every year on this campus and that campus. And interestingly, 60% of publications by students only. And MBA students also publish many papers. Some of them are scopus and some of them are ABDC, which is a matter of pride. KL University లో జనరల్ కొన్ని అంశాలు మీకు చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఏంటంటే ఒకటి డిసిప్లిన్ అండి. Discipline matters. That's all follows. Generally, we అందరికీ probably come from different degrees, maybe BTech or probably BSc or probably BA, I don't know. But here, all are unified, but again, we will fine-tune and again shape all your learnings. During this learning work, probably you may find it a little difficult to accept the guidelines and again the suggestions given by the faculty. MBA is more of self-driven and again self-motivated and again self-set goals. I don't say we teach you and again we handhold you. We expect you to take the lead and again form into groups and again conduct case study discussions. We want you to conduct corporate visits. We want you to conduct the study groups to various places possible abroad as well. As part of your 2-year journey, you'll have to do n number of assignments. The more you do out of class makes a difference. Don't expect the footage again, you write the notes again, omit everything on paper. No, no, no. We wanted to discuss a lot, again, take up lot of assignments, projects, publish papers, whatnot. Probably first semester, you will have only basics of most of courses, but second semester onwards, you will find more applied version. మీ అందరికీ blue stack
freshers. As we embark on the journey, we extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, faculty,
ఇవన్నీ కూడా గ్రాడ్యువల్గా నేర్పిస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యూ డేస్ కూడా మీకు ఇండస్ట్రీ ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ చూసినట్టుగా రామ్ గారు, రమేష్ గారు, అలాగే భద్రవాజు చూసినట్టుగా ఫ్యూచర్లో కూడా మీకు ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. అయితే నా రిక్వెస్ట్ మీకు ఏంటంటే వీళ్ళందరూ వాళ్ళ క్వశ్చన్స్ వేయండి. ఇండస్ట్రీ ఎలా ఉంది, జాబ్స్ ఎలా వస్తాయి, అట్లా ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి ట్రెండ్స్ ఎలా ఉన్నాయి. ఒకప్పుడు ఫైనాన్స్ అనేవాళ్ళు, ఇప్పుడు ఫిన్టెక్ అంటున్నారు. మరి మీకు ఎంతమంది తెలిసిన తెలియదు కానీ ఒకప్పుడు మార్కెటింగ్, ఫైనాన్స్, హెచ్ఆర్ trio we used to spell and again chant. But today it has taken a different shape. People are talking about fintech, people are talking about business, people are talking about supply chain and logistics, people are talking about digital marketing, where business is taking to the excellence. I, as a director of digital marketing, when I took over, we used to do hardly 200 admissions out of 10,000 admissions we do every year. But today, we are contributing 50% of total admissions. We generate around 12,000 admissions every year. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం మా దగ్గర 12,000 మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ అడ్మిషన్ తీసుకున్నారంట అన్ని ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ లో. ఇంజనీరింగ్ కావచ్చు, లేదా MBA కావచ్చు, లేదా MCA కావచ్చు, అన్ని ప్రోగ్రామ్స్, బోత్ క్యాంపసెస్. వాటిలో 5,500 నుండి 6,000 అడ్మిషన్లు ఓన్లీ డిజిటల్ మార్కెటింగ్ లో అవుతుంది. మాకు రెగ్యులర్ అడ్మిషన్స్ చేయడానికి అంటే ఒక అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఇచ్చి లేకపోతే క్యాంపెయిన్ చేస్తే మాకు పర్ అడ్మిషన్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్ 20,000 అవుతే డిజిటల్ మార్కెటింగ్ లో మాకు 5,000 రూపాయలు అవుతుంది కాస్ట్. అంటే మిమ్మల్ని అట్రాక్ట్ చేయడం కానీ లేదా మిమ్మల్ని కన్విన్స్ చేయడం, కౌన్సిలింగ్, వాట్ నాట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. What I'm saying is, unless you minimize the cost and again expand your business and again convert all those potentials into real-time business, as a business manager, our identity is not respected. ఇందాక భరద్వాజ్ గారు చెప్పారు మనకంటూ ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన అడాప్టబిలిటీ ఉండాలని. వండర్ఫుల్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఆమె బయాలజీ స్టూడెంట్. I never expected in teaching, but interestingly I am in teaching. And interestingly I am in sales and again business expansion, and also I am the founder of the Scale Business School back in 2006. I started many courses in KLH University. Even I started international relations in 2007. Today we are around 289 foreign universities as a collaborations. We never know what life takes to us. Accept it. Lead. If you start leading, probably you are the winner. Don't think that you'll get a corporate job. This, that, 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, very good number game, sir. I joined in KLH with a salary of 18,600 back in 2006. But today, my salary is not that. I only fly. I don't go by car. University is giving all this. One thing is, you will never know where we land. But wherever you land, try to lead the life and again prove yourself. You are the leader and again you are the character. In our KLH University, the theme is recognition for work is more work. The more you work, you are rewarded, you are given recognition. మీరు కూడా కష్టపడండి, మీ పేరెంట్స్కి ఆనందం ఇవ్వండి. ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఇచ్చేటువంటి బాధ్యత మాకైతే in this process, unless you undergo the rigorous process of fine-tuning your communication skills are only the subject and knowledge. Even if required, you have to go for certification as well. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు లేదా MBAలో SME certification ఇస్తాం మేము. It is mandate for every student. You have to get one certification in SME model. Probably it is marketing, sales and distribution or SG అంటాం, లేకపోతే FICO అంటాం, లేకపోతే HR లో. ఎందుకంటే సర్టిఫికేషన్స్ లేకపోతే ప్లస్ వాల్యూ లేదండి. There is no difference between applied college and KLH business school. The difference is the plus. The pluses could be The certifications are only inviting part of the faculty, understanding their methodology of learning, and again delivering what the society is expected. Hope this forum will give you a great chance and again understanding for you to interact with faculty. Don't expect faculty and again don't come by faculty. Faculty చూడడానికి ఇలా ఉంటారు, సన్నగా ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు పొడుగుంటారు, వాళ్ళు బాగా మాట్లాడతారు, వాళ్ళు కబుర్లు చెప్తారు. బట్ ఫైనల్ కంటెంట్ చెప్తున్నారు చూడండి. కంటెంట్ మ్యాటర్స్. Accept whomsoever it is and try to wish, especially director every day. Tomorrow if attendance is shortage, he'll help me. And don't forget your HOD as well. Suman garu. Sir, you don't believe wishing is a beautiful level, sir. Praising is a vajrayana. If any faculty teaches well, go and tell you are the best teacher. I am sure he will reward you like anything. If not directly, indirectly. Indirect has its own definitions. తెలుగులో ఉంది కదా, ప్రేమిస్తే పోలా మహాయుద్ధికి ప్రేమిస్తారని, విష్ చేస్తే పోలా మహాయుద్ధి మనకి మార్కులు చేస్తారు. చేయండి. It helps you especially career. It helps you a lot in career. Down the line, once you become some employee, probably your boss, everybody likes praising. Probably his dress, probably his style of teaching, probably his speech, probably his strategy or decision, what not. Find out every opportunity to get praise him. మీరు వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు సార్, ఏం చెప్తారో తెలియదు. చెప్పండి. మీ డ్రెస్ వాళ్ళు ఎవరితో చెప్పి ఏ డ్రెస్ తెలియదు అని కూడా. But dress is good, all dress. Generalize it. Everybody inside feels so happy, sir. He says, I don't like praising, but again we accept it. It's open fact. I did it to my wife. I praise my wife as and when she serves any food, whatever it is. I will say it is the best food I have eaten. Because I travel extensively every month, at least one country I travel. Day back yesterday I was in Bangalore, along with 3 days back I was in Congo. But I'll say your dish is the best. We only had a ప్రపంచంలో ఉండడం మా అమ్మ కూడా పనిచేయాలని చెప్తున్నాను. మా అమ్మ ఆ రోజులు బాగుండేది వాస్తవం, బట్ ఈ రోజుల్లో మారలేదు వాస్తవం అది. అందుకని మీరు కూడా రేపు పొద్దున మీ పెళ్ళి అయిన తర్వాత పొగడండి, తప్పేం లేదు. మహా అయితే మంచి మాటలు పండు పెడతారు. Keep praising, keep loving people, and again try to establish very good relations. And especially once you form a group of 120, let this wonderful unified team continue their relations forever. Because you never know where you are going to land. Normally after 10 years or 20 years, let your imprints leave in their hearts and again continue to get connected with you. And lastly, please don't forget your parents. మీ పేరెంట్స్ ఎప్పుడు మర్చిపోవద్దు. ముఖ్యంగా రేపు పొద్దున జాబ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ శాలరీతో వాళ్ళకి మంచి బట్టలు పెట్టండి. కాస్ట్ ఎంత అవసరం, బట్టలు పెట్టండి. మీ ముందు ఏమన్నా కానీ వాళ్ళ బంధువులందరికీ చెప్పుకుంటారండి వాళ్ళు చక్కగా, మా అబ్బాయి నాకు బట్టలు పెట్టాడని. అసలు అది ప్రపంచంలో ఒక స్వర్గం సంపాదించినట్టే. ఆల్ దేర్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ ఆర్ రివార్డెడ్. బికాస్ యు ఆర్ ద ఆశల పల్లకి అండ్ యు ఆర్ వాట్ నాట్. మీరు బాగుంటే ఆయన బాగుంటే మీరేం పెట్టగలరు. బట్ అగైన్ వాళ్ళకి అప్పుడప్పుడు ఫోన్ చేసి, ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ జాబ్ చేస్తే దయచేసి ఫోన్ చేయడం, రోజు తిన్నానా లేదు తిన్నారా, చాలా ఎక్కువసేపు అవసరం అలా. Thank you so much and thank Radhakrishna garu for his humble and very amicable invitation. He is so good, down to earth, so he is elderly, but again a man of very humbleness. And I not forget Geeta garu, Shakuntala, Pragati, Jagati, like Suman garu. If I forget any names, my apologies for all those guys. And there's arch weathers for your career. Please establish good relations with every faculty. Knowledge of government. New Year wishes everybody. రేపొద్దున వినాయక చవితి వస్తుంది కదా, వాళ్ళ మెయిల్ బాక్స్ నిండిపోవాలి. వాట్సాప్లు May Lord Ganesha bless you abundantly so that you give good marks. చెప్పండి సార్, నిలబడి ఉంటుంది. Thank you so much. God will all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words.
I request our Director Academics, KLH Global Business School, Dr. Gajulapalli Radhakrishna Garu, along with Dr. Kishore Babu Garu, Dean Management and Humanities Sciences, Dean International Relations, Dean Director Digital Marketing, KLH University, and other dignitaries to felicitate guest of honor, Mr. Ram Jaladurgam Garu. Please give an applause. Now I would like to request dignitaries to felicitate guest of the day, Mr. Ramesh Dolipati Garu.
Please give a big round of applause as the team felicitates our chief guest, Mr. Bharatwaj Kurni, Senior Vice President of Business Relations of HDFC Bank, along with our special guest of the day, Mr. James Coleman. Now I request the dignitaries to move to the sofas.
Installing the power. Different ways of tackling. That's what gets things done. That's it.
Now it's my privilege to introduce Dr. S. Suman Babu Garu, Head of the Department, MBA, KLH Global Business School. We now invite Suman Babu Garu to say a few words with us. Good afternoon, everyone.
It's a great day, in fact, for KL and GBS. All parents and students, you have heard from wonderful people. Three professors and three academicians are there on the stage, right? And they have given wonderful inputs. And next coming week, we are going to have orientation and induction week, where many industrialists are going to come and interact with the students. And since all professors and industry experts have given their experiences, I also remember one of the experiences when I was in MBA day one, the orientation program. My director, his name is Professor N.J. Xavier. Eventually, he became director for Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi. He was a marketing professor. And first day he was interacting with the students and he narrated the statement like this. When you join the institution, you are all the raw material. After 2 years of sizzling, thorough processing, all these case studies, simulations, projects, you will become the finished product. So what is the market going to pay to this finished product? So this, every student here should question yourself. After 2 years, where I am going to end up? With these few words, I thought of moving ahead. Let me give you a brief snapshot of KLH GBS, about the entire department, our faculty talent pool, the wonderful faculty we have with us who have lots and lots of experience in different areas, especially in finance, marketing, HR, business analytics, and so on. Okay, let me start with the presentation so that you will have an idea about what our department is all about. Right? Okay, KLH Global Business School, you all know, is a part of KL deemed to be university, and it is a flagship program. This MBA program is our flagship program, and we have experienced faculty here. Okay, and most of our faculty have PhD. They're all doctorates in their respective field. They did lots and lots of research in their respective areas, and today they are all teaching, and they will be teaching in the coming 2 years to all you people, right? And one of the great things that is happening in KLH GBS is every time we update our curriculum, okay, because that's where we are going to incorporate all the industry inputs, and we put it in a syllabus format so that you will have industry reflections, so that tomorrow when you attend for interviews, you know what industry is expecting from the students, right? And we also have a very supportive environment, okay, because we give much importance to our student community, because they are our, because we as a family are going to stay together, and we mentor them. There is a concept called mentor and mentee. Okay, there will be faculty mentors and student mentees. So students are assigned to one faculty, and the entire 2 years we will be monitoring their academic progress. Okay, and not only that, we will also groom them how they should be in the society in the coming years, apart from their regular education. Okay, so this is our vision, mission, and objectives of KLH Global Business School. So we want to be a globally renowned university. Okay, and one of the important things, especially in academics in KLH GBS, is we follow one philosophy called 70-30 model. And this model is there because to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge, 70% of theoretical knowledge and 30% of practical application. And we inculcate the skills amongst the students like critical thinking, problem solving, leadership skills, also lifelong learning. And nowadays, all the professors have talked about living skills, which are very important for them to survive in the society. Because today, when you network, you also should know what are the living skills too. And so this is how we are going to put lots of effort, especially giving experiential learning to the students, participative learning. We involve them in case studies, business simulations. Our faculty are very good. Even our director, sir, is very good in business simulations. We had business simulation workshops. And this is what multi-dimensional perspective from different specializations. We are going to get inputs. That is where all faculty are groomed so that they can take all these inputs to the classroom. Right? And case study methodology is there. And normally, Harvard case pedagogy and also IIM cases we teach in the class. We involve students in discussion, okay, and come up with innovative thought process. And not only that, how they should solve various problems. And that is where a lot of deliberations will be happening. Right? And live projects, we give projects, we take them to the organization, we ask them what organizations are facing with their problems, and accordingly we assign them projects so that they can come up with innovative solutions to various organization problems. And article reviews are there, global certifications are there, professors from abroad are coming today. We have with us Professor Coleman, a great person. He was talking about how you should shine as a light, okay, to the entire world. So that is what the world is looking for. So you people need to shine as lights in the world. And summer internship programs, and after the first year, so nearly for 8 weeks, that is 2 months, all students will be put on summer internship program. So you are going to the company, and then there you are going to do the live. You are going to learn whatever you have learned in the concepts in the class. You are going to practically observe in the organization. Okay, there is a connect between theory and practice. Through summer internships, you are going to learn that particular aspect. And then management research project. So these are all the various things that we will do in the activity-based model. And this is our curriculum overview. Okay, so minimum 102 credits every student is supposed to get if you have to be awarded with MBA degree, right? And there are 4 semesters as per AICT norms. So this course will spread for 2 years, right? Semester 1 we will be taught fundamental and basic management courses. Semester 2, introduction to all specializations, HR, marketing, finance, operations and supply chain management, business analytics. And semester 3, so you will be given, before semester 3 there is a summer internship program for 45 to 60 days. This is mandatory for every student. And semester 3, okay, you will be told to choose specializations. Okay, and also you will be given SAP training in the areas of financial accounting, human capital management, materials management, HCM, and these are all the various SAP training programs that are provided to the students so that they can be industry ready. And CRT, this is one of the important programs. I think my team is there who gives wonderful inputs on how to face tomorrow interviews when companies come to campus to recruit the students. Campus recruitment training is also given to all the students. And semester 4, this is the important period for us because companies are coming with various requirements. Our faculty will be grooming all the students depending upon their requirements and then putting on board for the interviews. And they will do well and they get placed in wonderful organizations. So these are the specializations. We have dual specialization. finance, marketing, human resources, logistics and supply chain management, business analytics. And we also have sectoral specialization: banking, healthcare management, agriculture, IT-enabled services. And just now I talked about mentor and mentee system, a wonderful system which is working out, giving wonderful results in every B school. And here we have this particular practice where we mentor all the mentees, and student counseling is also given. There is something called SWARE analysis: strengths, weaknesses, eligibility, availability, and resources. We monitor the progress of the student once he joins the organization and once he joins the academic institute, and we will see what he needs, what guidance he needs, the entire academic career, and also we will help them how to achieve the goals. So that is what about SWARE analysis. And student progression: once they are done with the MBA program, okay, there is opportunity for them to pursue higher education abroad or in our own country. They can go for PhDs, they can go for MS, right? And also there are entrepreneurship, startup and family business related programs in our campus which are offered to the students to inculcate entrepreneurial skills and placements. And we also have CRT program, SAP training, which I just talked about. And when it comes to exams, we have internal 60%. So summative, we have INSEM 1 and INSEM 2, which every student has to write the exam. And formative, we have activity learning method. We call it as ALM, under which case studies are taught, business simulation, the exposure is given, and live projects, students will get an opportunity to do live projects in the organization. And excellence, so this is once again summative assessment, and this is for 40%, so end semester exams. 85% attendance is mandatory to all the students if they want to be eligible for end semester examinations. And so our faculty are strength. We have a wonderful talent pool of faculty. So great faculty with, in management we have 22 members, in humanities and sciences we have 4 members, in computer science engineering we have 2 members. All faculty members are doctorates, specialized in various fields. And when it comes to research, we also have a good research head who is steering the entire research process in our KLH GBS. So on average, our faculty members are publishing nearly 20 research papers, individually or along with scholars. And we have 2 full-time scholars, very active, and they are taking care of all the programs in our campus. And part-time, we have 40 faculty, and submission status of thesis, there are 2 scholars who are going to submit their thesis during December. And we also have extracurricular activities like student clubs. This is where we bring the coordination, planning, all functions of management they will learn in these clubs. Not only that, they give their inputs. They will be part of some group, some team, and they all work in a coordinated way to come up with innovative thought process. Right? Liberal arts club, CSR club, sports and well-being club, media club, photography and film clubs. To involve, because we involve students in every club so that they'll learn something out of this club. And we also have newsletter, chronicles, wherein our students contribute articles in that particular magazine. And we also have incubation center and also entrepreneurship center to assist the students in startups. And we also have wonderful indoor sports in our campus. And these are the campus resources we have. We have fully automated library. Okay, we have digital, everything is digitalized. We have e-resources, right? And the business analytic labs are there, three labs. We have the simulation softwares. We have well-furnished classrooms with video capturing system, smart boards, right? Excellent surveillance through security guards and CCTV cameras, and free Wi-Fi for all. And we also have well-designed cafeteria just besides the seminar hall. And we also have enterprise resource planning, right? So wherein all faculty and student we will be uploading all the course structures, syllabus, course handouts, so that students can have an idea what they are supposed to do in the coming semester. So and also we have parent-teacher communication. This is very robust and strong in our KLH GBS. To know your ward's performance, especially like attendance, marks, and results. So there is something called ERP, and also not only that, there is communication between parents and teachers continuously. We have WhatsApp groups where we will post the students' performance, their attendance every day. We do it every day, and we also inform about the absentee students to the parents, and also if release of results, marks will also be intimated to the parents. And we also have alumni interaction on regular basis. Okay, so I think students who did their passed out MBA batches, they come to our campus, they share their experiences with our current students, and they assist the students in placements, and also they share their industry experiences, and alumni guest lectures and workshops will be conducted. So that's about the department. Anyhow, tomorrow I'll be talking about the regulations of the MBA program. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Sumanurab Garu, for introducing KL University and explaining course outline to our freshers and their family members. Thank you.
Finally, now I would like to call upon Dr. M. Geeta ma'am, who is an associate professor for MBA, to give the vote of thanks.
Good morning, all the distinguished guests. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank you. I thank our Chief Guest, Sri Bharadwaj Garu, Senior Vice President, Business and Retail Assets, Home Loans, HDFC, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace the occasion. And I thank for his insightful words. I thank today's guest of honor, Sri Ram Jaladurgam Garu, Director Minds and Dots Consulting, for sharing his valuable and profound thoughts. Thank you very much, sir. I thank today's guest of the day, Sri Ramesh Donapadu Garu, Director GHX, for spending time and advising our students about the skills to be acquired on this orientation day. Thank you very much. I thank Dr. James Dean Coleman, Senior Professor in University, for coming all the way from the US to ignite the knowledge among the faculty and students of KLH GBS, and also carrying the spirituality at workplace, significance of spirituality at workplace. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Kishore Babu Garu, MHS Dean, for his continuous encouragement and advice in navigating the students and faculty in the right track. Thank you, sir. I thank our beloved director, Dr. Rajbulapalli Radhakrishna Garu, KLH GBS, for continuous encouragement, vision, kindness, and his support and commitment towards KLH GBS. I thank Dr. Suman Babu, HOD Garu, MBA, Dr. Hima Jagati, BBA coordinator, and all the faculty for their valuable contribution and encouragement in all our efforts. I owe a special thanks to the organizers, Dr. Rohini Majumdar and Ms. Vivi, for putting a lot of hard work in making this event successful. I thank all the non-teaching and security people who have supported to ensure that this occasion becomes success. I thank all the members of media for evidencing interest in covering the event, and also all the media who have worked from behind the screen. I thank all the housekeeping staff for their support. Last but not the least, I thank all the students whose hard work and contribution to their best in making this event successful. I thank all the invitees and parents for accepting our invitation despite of rocky Purnima. I once again thank you one and all for your attention. Thank you very much. There is a small announcement that within a week, those who have taken admissions, they have to pay the fees within a week time. So that's what. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. There's an announcement for all the students and parents. If you do not have the required documents right now, you can submit them to the office within 15 days. ERP registrations will be going on the first floor in the room number 103 and on the labs of the first floor. The refreshments are available in the canteen, and post refreshments, please follow the floor plan so you can complete all your formalities. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.